You're on the force, or what do you do
Yes.
back there? Wonderful. You're on the force also? Or?
No, I'm just the old get her done.
He's a smart one.
And what do you do on the force? What do you...
Just patrol, regular.
Oh, you're on the
patrol.
street.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Tip of the hat to you. God bless you.
Thanks.
Well, this is a bad time to be a good cop.
Yes, it is, because everybody hates you. But
Not everybody, darling. Not everybody.
I love
There's a whole bunch of us out here that go, look, you know, times I need this. You know,
it's a pendulum. It swings back and forth, and now we just got to wait for it to swing back. It's
your
way
thoughts.
over here.
Your thoughts on the shooting and the stand down. What do you think about those officers?
Oh, down in Miami there?
Yeah.
From the information that's available now, I'd like to punch a few of them in the throat. But we don't have all the information, so I'm going to withhold judgment until they do release all the information.
Spoken like a true professional law enforcement person.
That's what.
And I'll make my assessment unless I see it blatantly in front of me.
Yep.
That's right.
Indeed. There are a lot of questions I have about that. The timing doesn't fit. I got the fact that I've seen multiple eyewitnesses that said they saw multiple shooters. You had the teacher that was shot that said the guy that shot her was in full military gear, mask and all. So seeing these things being dismissed, and how did he escape? There's only two entrances. He would have had to swim the canal.
When people are in those situations, everybody sees something different.
I'm not buying that. I understand that, but I'm not buying it. When you hear it from multiple sources, it's like the Vegas shooting.
Yeah.
I have talked out here.
Oh, yeah, that thing's a mess. There's all kinds of discrepancies, and I don't believe anything that was released by the press. I don't believe any of it.
Well, and I've talked to eyewitnesses out here that were in the kill zone.
Well, and the 911 tapes and the radio transmissions between the police officers, none of it fits. Nothing makes sense.
Now, the question, of course, that always comes up when it gets into this realm is, who are the police that are going along with the deep state false flag operations?
Especially when you deal with a sheriff's department and like a police department where most of us don't serve at the discretion of the mayor or the chief. It's different at a sheriff's department. So depending on how all that politics works, all the brass will follow along with whatever they're told to do because they don't want to lose their jobs.
Yeah, but I also imagine, indeed, that they do use the pressure of the job thing to a great extent.
Which my thing is, screw you. I'll get a job somewhere else. I don't have to do this.
Well, yeah, what price your soul is what it comes down to.
Exactly.
I mean, you didn't go into this to become rich anyway. You went in to help people.
Exactly.
You actually want to help. Wow, what a thought, huh?
Yeah, not enough of that anymore.
Well, that's why I always find that, for the most part, when I ask people, like, who they're hooked up with, it's always a nurse with the police officer, because it's that same mindset. You understand.
He's got the mindset.
You understand
he should have been
people.
A cop. He just was making more money somewhere else.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
Benefit us for him to do that. We're better off with him, doing what he does.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But I'm saying the mindset is still always out. It's not a profession you would go in to become rich.
No.
It's something it's a noble thing to do. You want to give back. Enough about you guys. You're great. Okay. But there are divisions, because there are, and it depends a lot on the police department, who's at the head, because it seems that when you get someone that's corrupt at the head, then that things really go south. Because good cops can only there's a ceiling.
Yep.
It's like in the Justice Department.
Yeah, because if you have rot up here, it's not going to promote anything that doesn't.
Yep.
Well, it's like in the Justice Department. Right? I was speaking to a guy out here with 25 years in the Inspector General's office, agent. And I asked him, are we ever going to see her in jail? And he goes, no. And I go, why not? He says, because I've been battling for half of my 25 years. And it says, the system at the top is too corrupt. I says, well, then let's get rid of the system at the top.
Yes.
I mean, what's wrong with this?
But it's so difficult for us to do it.
But it's being exposed now, I think, thankfully, because Trump's in.
Yes.
I mean, he's blown the cover off of the deep state entirely.
People can badmouth him all he wants. He's not the most politically correct person. He doesn't speak eloquently because he's speaking the truth that nobody wants to hear.
I happen to like everything he's.
I love it.
Same here.
I do.
Yeah.
And I hope we have him for another 7 years, so maybe we can get the swamp drained, because that would be awesome.
No, I think it's going to happen soon because.
Well, here's the problem: if it doesn't, we are headed to.
Then there's going to be blowback on him, and I think he knows that.
Yeah.
But there's the crimes are too blatant.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's
the good guys will only take so much.
Thank you. Lock her up was just not a campaign slogan. It was a main plank in getting him in.
Yep.
And something's going to happen. Otherwise, again, the blowback's going to be something. We don't want to go there. We want to keep away from that. But there are elements within the police department, I know, within the military,
everywhere,
that would be ready to go ahead and, if necessary, make the move.
Yep.
But hopefully we can do it through the courts.
I don't know if you've ever heard of the CSPOA. It's the Constitutional Sheriffs and Police Officers Association. If you've never heard of them, look them up.
Yeah, no, I've heard of them.
Okay.
Yeah, as I speak of, I'm a magnet for military and police.
Yeah.
I'm always talking to them.
I'm a member, and there's a reason.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You got to have a little bit of a tough job out here sometimes with some of these snowflakes and.
Well, you just said there's snowflakes.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, just taking the abuse. I mean, setting yourself up to take some abuse.
Battered right back out of it. You ever listen to InfoWars at all? InfoWars listeners? You want to give them a listen.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, you guys got about 50 million listeners a week now. He's based out of Austin. The thing I like about him, he's not beholden to the corporate masters. He sells his own products. So he talks about the false flags. He'll have call-ins right now. I just want police officers calling in on this, shooting, and so it's and because he's got so many listeners, he can narrow it down and get a lot of callers in, and get some real whistleblowers on there.
Right.
And it's the guests you get are the guys that you're not hearing on here. So it's highly recommended. He's very popular with the,
very good. Well,
with the patriotic set, as I say.
That's us.
Okay, guys. God bless. Thanks for your input.